have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Wake up, everyone.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Shop Podcast. How are y'all?
Good.
Wonderful.
Good. Like you said, wake up. Wake up.
I'm sleepy.
Yeah, How was your weekend?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, Miss Sharp
got a
Lady.
makeover.
No, that's Miss. I don't know who that is.
You over there looking fancy, girl.
It's me.
You fancy,
Turn the camera off.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, that Sharp Lady.
I'm sorry. I touched that by accident. But why, Miss Toya?
That could be a clergy joke or whatever you call it.
I don't know why when people turn off their camera, only my picture shows up.
Because you changed it.
Okay, it was showing Party Animal. So yes, I. Anyway, how was everybody's weekend?
Fabulous.
What y'all do? Give me more. Give me more.
Who want to go first?
Let me tell you. So the boss, I went to the best cookout in my 52 years of being on this earth.
Okay. Tell us more.
The food was well, it was a private party.
She said we can't come.
Nope. I was invited. Someone else invited me, and it was a private party. And it was about 200 people there, but they had the yard and the space for all of the people. It was catered. I forgot to write the name of this catering company, but they had a combination of American dishes as well as Jamaican, and they had a little bit of they had a little bit of everything. It was so much food you couldn't even pretty much taste everything because it was so much food. And then they had like 5-6 different dessert tables. I mean, this was the best cookout. I mean, I was truly impressed.
Let me beat him to it. Was there a 360 there?
How'd you know what I was
Well,
thinking?
actually, it's funny because they were supposed to have a 360, and I'm not sure what happened because they did reserve space, and I'm thinking that maybe the person canceled. I don't know what happened.
That's what happens when you're a big party animals 360.
But they didn't have it, but they did have, and the DJ was lit too. The DJ was awesome. The person had just got this brand new I think the pool was like 54 feet, and everybody was in the pool. It was just nice.
You was in the pool?
Yes, I got in the pool too. I made sure.
Huh?
You got the pictures?
No, I didn't take any pictures because I was too busy, like I said, having fun.
Oh.
It was really nice. So shout out. It was in the Essex area.
Mm.
Hey, Stevenson.
Hey, Pastor. How was your weekend?
He just walked away. So how was yours? You don't see he's not right there.
I seen it.
How was your weekend, sir?
My weekend was wonderful. I had a super duper long party on Friday, which on the good note is somebody from that party booked me for today.
Oh,
okay.
So you moving? So you bossing up?
Don't make that money. Don't let the money make you.
But I mean, that party was fun. On
hey, Randy.
I want to say Saturday, I got to see one of my sisters and my niece, which that was pretty awesome. And on Sunday, I forgot what the hell I did. But you know what? On Monday, I didn't go to work. So obviously, it was a good weekend.
That's how good Sunday went. You ain't go to work on Monday.
You know when you wake up in the morning, you're like, ah.
I don't know because I work every week. You know.
You work from the house.
But I log on. That's the point.
I don't know. The
Every
debate. Do you guys all feel like working from home is the same as working, getting up, going to an office or a place where there's a boss looking you in your face?
Can I answer that?
Go.
Did everybody say that weekend already?
I think yeah.
No.
No, you, Pastor. You I'll
Go
go
ahead,
ahead and let you do your weekend and then I'll come back.
Oh, real quick. I'm sorry, Six. Just didn't want to miss that moment. Saturday I was driving. I was pushing T for to and fro transportation. Please book your ride if you haven't already.
Oh, this guy got a commercial.
And so
Please. That's okay. I got to and fro booked for August 27th.
Amen.
I like to be to the airport 3 hours early. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Randy said he had a great vacation.
Yeah, shout out to
Make
Randy.
it away.
Happy anniversary, Randy and Mrs. Sneed.
Shayna answered the question. Let me I don't know what I did for the weekend, so we can go ahead and skip that.
And Sunday I preached at Mark's United Methodist Church.
Okay. So go ahead and answer the question, Kathy.
So I think it's more difficult, especially when you have children in the house. It is more difficult to me to work at home. I know that when I was supposed to sign on at 8:15 every morning, I was getting to the sign on like 8:13 and a half. So it is more difficult to me. It's not as easy as people think. It's not, it's not as laid back because you got the distractions at home. And then you got to kind of force yourself not to get in the bed and take a nap and some other unethical things that you would do when you're not at work.
Keyword. I like that.
So Shayna said, no, it's not. I'm more productive working at home. I don't like to be micromanaged. I agree.
Okay, Shayna.
I am more productive at home because I don't always have people walking up to me and requesting things. I can kind of ignore people and focus on one thing. However, I do feel like they think they have more access to me because when we're in the building at 5:00, I am at the door. Like I'm not even walking away from my desk. I'm at the door. But since we have been remote, it will be like 6 or 7 o'clock, and somebody's like, "Hey, I just need one real quick thing from you." So I think they get me that way. Randy said, "Hey, Pastor, keep your chain tucked when you preaching from now on." Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's go into that one first. Did y'all hear about the pastor and wife that got robbed for almost like $1 million worth of jewelry while he was preaching?
Yeah, the question is, how does he have $1 million worth of jewelry, and is all his people straight?
What do you mean?
Is there any poor people in the church?
So I don't know who this pastor is. I didn't even watch the whole video, but that's one of the misconceptions that I don't like. For the most part, all of the preachers that I know work.
Mm-hmm.
So should they now I'm not saying I don't know what he do. I don't know why they walking around with 400,000 or 500,000 a piece on them, unless like one ring itself, she went to Harry Winston or something, or I don't know, Jacob, and got some ring that's just astronomical. But like these people do, I don't know too many pastors that just live off or even collect a salary from the church. And that goes from small churches to mega churches. So I think the misconception, and that misconception, honestly, no offense, comes from people who don't go to church.
Yeah, that is true because as I said, most pastors that I know, they do have another job, and some of them have two and three other jobs, and they don't depend on tithes and offers. It's only one incident where I can remember the pastor actually quit his job and expected the congregation to pay him a salary and his house note and his car note, and greed got him kicked out of the whole Congress. So,
Yeah, Randy, I must say I can't relate to that situation. To be honest, and honestly, and comedy wise, if somebody try to rob me and First Lady, they'll just be practicing.
They will get that Apple Watch up off you. Facebook user name is not there. Says he has other investments and his wife does things as well. Randy said uh, the Shop Podcast. I
I
don't know.
said that.
Oh, this is you. Well, I'm not reading it then.
I appreciate your concern. I can't relate to that. I can't relate to
yeah.
that. But to piggyback on what you said, Toya,
Some people on this screen right now.
my bad. To piggyback on what you
Right.
said, Toya, it is a lot of misconception in that, and it is a lot of people that don't go to church that tend to make that comment. Now, are there people, are there pastors that may misappropriate funds or do things that's not right? Sure, there are. All of them are not like that. We all get kind of lumped into that conversation. There are some pastors that actually have more than one stream of income, whereas though they're retired or whatever. They may be retired from the military, they may be retired from corrections, something like that, where they're getting a check
Mm-hmm.
in addition to what So it's a lot of different scenarios as where they got
They'll
in.
be like, did you
So
see that
question-
pastor got a Chrysler 300? Where'd he get that from? That's the same car you got. What you want?
So I got a question, Pastor.
Yeah.
As the person of your household, let's say you had two babies. Should you have two babies and have a Corvette?
A car what?
A Corvette.
A Corvette?
Yes.
I saw that.
No, I don't think. To me personally, I don't think a Corvette is a family car.
Is
So-
that? Do you mean like that's the only car?
Yeah. But you got it. You worked hard and you got that Corvette.
Nah, that'll never be something I purchase.
Because you want to take care of your family, right?
Right.
He called
You want to
it
make
a
sure
car.
everybody in your family ride, right?
Absolutely.
So your congregation is your family.
Yes,
And-
touch. Nobody sees these comments.
Yes, we do. And what is a Corvette? Oh, my bad. And the Facebook user was Harold Palmer.
No,
Yeah.
that's not who it is. He's
Oh, that's Hutch.
know that
They're
Six
picking
called
with six.
Arnold Palmer or Harold Palmer.
Oh,
Speaking of, where the hell is 7?
I don't know.
Didn't you say she'd be getting on later because she had something?
We don't need to discuss that on camera though. We could just
Oh.
so
My
can we
bad.
circle back? So 6, you said that if a pastor has a Corvette, he's not being considerate of his family, and the congregation is his family as well.
No. That's not what I was saying.
Wait a minute.
What were
So
you
repeat
saying?
it because I did miss it. Repeat
Yeah.
it.
Repeat that
Okay.
then.
So I asked the pastor if him having two babies, would it be okay for him to buy a Corvette as his only family car? And he said no, because a responsible man be like, nah, I gotta make sure my family's straight. So then I said, is it okay for these pastors to have all these lavish things, but everybody in their congregation ain't straight? And I would think that your church would be like your family.
So do you feel like it's the pastor's responsibility to pay everybody bills?
I mean, I
Because
don't.
also another misconception that people have about churches is churches do take care of a lot of their parishioners.
That they do.
When their gas and electric is cut off, eviction notices, churches pay a lot of that. When you go to social service and get a list of places that will help you, the list mainly consists of churches. So
That-
it's not that they don't help. It's just, again, these are ideas that come from people who don't even go.
I mean, I've been to churches.
So,
several.
I mean, I'm not saying that's like
And a
saying
mega church.
I've been
Shout out
to
to Musammas.
clubs. I don't really go to clubs though.
Okay. Let me weigh in on this. So, for those of you who don't know, and those of you all who do know, my dad just recently passed away, and My mom's church took care of the whole repast without her even asking. They came to her and said, this is what we're going to do. So that speaks to, you know, if you are a member of a church that believes in the power of faith and helping it and supporting their members, they will take care of their members when the need presents. And the members don't even have to ask. But, huh?
Can we say that's for every member?
I would say for my mom, I can only speak what I've seen, but I say in my mom's church, yes. But you know, I do know that there have other churches that I have visited along my path of Christianity, and I've seen them do things. And as Toya was speaking, there are a lot of churches that are on the list. And when they tell you, you know, if you go to any of the community connections or if you go to social service, they'll tell you. Now, the donation might not be what you want, but they will give you something. And if they can't give that all to you at one time, they will somewhat make, I've seen some of them make provisions and say, we need you to come back multiple times. We don't have it this week, but next week we will.
All right.
You got any other church questions for us?
No, I was just voting for the time.
I mean, now back to the thing. Now, and again, I'm not here to judge anybody. I just want to know why you are wearing so much. Like like I said, I haven't watched it, but I've heard most people say it looks like a setup.
Most people are saying they think the pastor set it up.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, I don't mean like he got set up. Most people are saying, like you said, that the pastor himself set it up. And that's why, and it be stuff like that, hopefully it's not true. But those be the exact reasons why people do have these misconceptions about church. Because of stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm not like not the questions wholeheartedly, but I'm saying most of those questions do come from people who are not active in church. So you don't get it. You just think that the pastor take up this offering and he's take all the money home and everybody, you know, it's because also I think the other thing people don't consider is just like you got bills at home, the church got bills. They got every single bill that you got. And it's probably more than what your bill is, depending on the size of the church. So all that money that they collect ain't going to them. Like you got now, if you feel like they taking their millions every Sunday and then they talking about the church about to be foreclosed, that's when you go ahead and be like, oh, nice word, but what's going on here? And I know
your sound has changed.
Huh?
Oh, it's back.
All the churches I've been a member of, they give financial statements, so you know where the money's going.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just that. But yeah, I think that I hope it wasn't like a setup, but it's just the first part of the video seemed a little off to me. So I don't know. But and they still want to carpet it.
Randy said he heard it was a scam too, and is this a New York thing?
Yeah, Randy, you know that's how them New Yorkers be. They extra with everything.
Randy on it today.
Yeah, and he just spoke to what Toya just said.
He like,
hold on. When y'all say to give a financial state report, is that to each individual for what you put in for your tithe?
You can get that as well as you get a church.
So how do they know what you actually put in for your tithe?
I mean, you have to fill out your offering envelope in order for that to be documented. But you can submit that for your taxes.
I know. I was about to say I'm about to be at the church.
But I also, that's not actually what I was talking about, though. What I was talking about was when we have our church meetings, they give us a financial statement of how much we taking in, how much, you know, what we're spending, how much is saved, so on and so on.
So I got a quick trivia question. What was the deacon's name at Amen?
Deacon Ernie Fry.
All right.
Fun fact about him. Let me tell y'all this. If you know me personally, And somehow the people who know me the best be the ones to forget. But I have the biggest fear of snakes. Like, hurts my soul to talk about it. I have nightmares about them. But when I was younger, there was this episode of Amen where Deacon Fry had a fear of them as well, and he went to therapy for it. And by the end of the therapy, he was walking around dancing with it. I used to record episodes of shows that I like on VHS. I remember having that episode recorded and watching it over and over again. I don't know if that's what traumatized me or what happened, but I'm like, I remember watching that, but I am at this place in my life right now.
Okay. Well, question.
Can we do another fact about Sherman Hemsley, and if someone really knows this, but there was at one time they were saying that he was a native of Baltimore and he lived in the Windsor Hill area, and that's where he originated from and received his start to fame.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's dope. So shout out to him. So I had a conversation with a team member, and they kind of said, "Hey, maybe we should bring back some music for fun." So I've thought of something new that I do see on YouTube all the time. So being that we can't play full songs, I'm gonna play 2 songs. I'm gonna play one, and then we're gonna talk about it. We'll do a quick review on if you think the song is gonna be a hit or not. Are y'all cool with that?
sure. I'm just reading Randy's comment. He said, "You mean we got more than rock?" Yes, Randy. we have more than rock.
I mean, we got Drew Hill, we got Josh Charles,
Jada Pinkett Smith.
We'll talk about that later.
All right. I wish the pastor was here, but Google says Philly.
Oh.
Facebook user, who are you?
That's Hutch.
Oh, that's who it is. Oh, you know what? On my phone, it shows up as Hutch, but when I'm looking at the Witchcom, it says Facebook user.
Yeah, that's what it says on mine too.
My bad. I do see that it says.
All right. So I want y'all to hear the first part of the song. It's a brand new song, and tell me if you think it's gonna be a hit or not. Excuse the video, but it is what it is. We're gonna play less than a minute. Let's go.
Yeah, spin that shit, I'm worth it. Think look better in person. Hair nails match Mike Birkin. On block hoes keep lurking. Real hot girl shit. Yeah, this pussy bomb. Explosive. It's soaking. Osmosis. I'm stomping on hoes so motherfucking hard. I'm knocking out Mario tokens. Yo, bitch, she regular. I'm hot. Be careful. She average. I'm pressure. Yeah, I'm pressure. I'm pressure-licious. Yeah, I'm pressure. I'm pressure. I'm pressure-licious. Yeah.
She pressure-licious and I crave it.
Take a picture of my bag, now these bitches press to get it. Take a picture, shake my ass, now your nigga press to hit it. Pressure-licious.
If it's worth it, I'm booking a jet. If it's worth it, I'm spinning the chick. I done broke out and spit, trying to put a whole thing in chest. When we fuckin', we making a mess. Yes. Backstroke, left stroke, deep stroke, your throat, slow.
All right, people.
Well, you know I'm gonna say yes.
Kathy,
It's a hit for me.
is it a hit for you?
But
Kathy, what's your thoughts?
I have to agree with Shayna. It's going to be on the Ratchet playlist.
I ain't even
But
see
is that a hit or not a hit? Because I think all her songs ratchet.
Okay, well then it would be a hit then.
Um,
I'm happy that they got both of them together because Future and Megan Thee Stallion both have something in common. All of that song sounded like.
Wait a minute, Pastor, isn't this the second time you said that or something?
hold on. Randy said Edward Norton is from around here also. Hutch said something about only because it's Future. It'll take a long time to get on the radio. I don't listen to the radio, so I really wouldn't know.
I think it's gonna be on the radio ASAP. Everything she put out there on the
It's a
radio.
hit. Trina said, unfortunately, yes, it sounds like everything else. Hey,
Katrina said it. Again, say that again.
Here's the thing. I think that we rate music differently from what her target audience does. No offense, these kids don't expect much. So they will, if she keep the same sound, they happy with that.
Yeah, they do.
That works for them. It may not work for us, but I'm also not going to any of her concerts. And I like her.
Shayna, that Gorilla song is hard. That's my favorite song of the summer.
I don't even know what song that is.
You know what song it is. We had a debate about this like a week ago.
Oh, is it the one over the beat?
Let's go.
Okay. Oh no, I don't like that song, but that song is a hit.
What you talking about? You don't like that song? Twerking at the red lights. You didn't get your homegirls to twerk at the red light?
No, I mean yeah, but not to that song. I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. We will twerk in a red light. I mean, you know.
How long will it take to get in rotation? I feel like it'll be in rotation by next week.
I've only heard that song in like video
everywhere.
Like
everywhere.
TikToks. I don't listen, sir. Do you know what radio station I listen to?
It was at the doctor's office.
If I'm not listening to Hulu, watching Modern Family, I'm listening to 105.7. They don't play music on the sports station. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're not gonna hear that on that station.
No, not at all. They play music. They play music on Wednesdays, but I think it's like Woman Wednesday. Oh, so maybe it will. My bad.
It'll be on the radio next week, I promise.
But if you probably go to like Apple or or something like that, it's probably streaming all the way in their rotation.
I was about to say, like, do y'all really see? This is a testament to age. Y'all really watch? They listening to the radio?
No, they on the Apple playlist.
Yeah.
I don't think radio.
Well, I'm sure that's on the Apple playlist, and I'm sure that Cardi song on the Apple playlist.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to the next song. Now the next song might seem a little longer because it has like a little video in front of it.
You gotta speed through it.
I don't know.
It counts all that as well.
I don't know how to speed through it.
You on YouTube, right?
No, I downloaded it.
Oh.
I don't know if we can just bring up YouTube here. But go ahead. What?
You can.
Let's see what.
I don't know how, but yeah.
I'll try. We'll try. All right, this is.
I watch other.
Bye, Greg.
Bye.
What?
What you mean, wait?
I told you I'm going out with the boys.
Yeah, but you know how I'll be with all them girls.
You don't trust me?
No.
Come on, man. You wouldn't even want me if you didn't think I had no holes.
Excuse me?
I'm playing. All right, I'll be back. Bye.
Just fucking them girls. I was gonna get right back. Just fucking them girls. I was gonna get right back.
You wouldn't want me if you thought I never had hope. Women like men, other women like. That's just something that everyone knows. Don't forget I was a fly nigga when you got here. Charismatic when you got here. You knew about me when you got here. Now you're tripping, girl, it's not fair. And you got my phone in your hands. Question.
Well, we didn't even get to the hook. That song is hot. What you talking about? We didn't get to the hook. That's why.
I'm gonna go ahead and say fuck nigga free. Hush.
Oh my gosh.
To my point, I said we probably listen to the radio. I mean, I don't, but I meant our demographic listens to it. Not a bunch of younger people. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shit. My husband know that I will be twerking at a red light, just not to that song.
You see what he said?
This is the new fellas anthem. Let's go. All right. when y'all come back and it's a heavy rotation, I mean, I don't know about how many TikTok videos are made off of it if it's a hit.
Let's see if
I think it's a good song. I don't think it's a radio hit though.
What you know about that, Pastor? Let me find out.
I heard the DVSN before.
Oh shit.
Randy said, shaking my head, I don't like it.
Hold up. I think we can start.
That looked like the same spot you started from.
Oh, this just sucks. This is not fair.
Even StreamYard don't like it.
It's a good song. What are you talking about?
Hey, I was laughing at that comment, boss. He said, dude made a song about being a victim while he cheating.
That's that clown shit right there. That's exactly what that is. But y'all can go ahead. If that's the anthem y'all want to claim. Husbands, is that your anthem, husband?
No.
Okay, I was just checking. I mean, somebody comment talking about that's the new anthem. I don't know.
I knew
was that a husband?
It's okay. It's okay.
Like that.
It's okay for us to have Megan Thee Stallion say all types of stuff. Men say the rebuttal.
It can be your anthem. I just said, let me know the success rate of it.
Hey, Six, can I just say that Megan Thee Stallion is not a wife?
She might be somebody's wife. I'm sure in somebody's head. Probably billions.
She's not married.
I mean, I had a couple husbands in my head before I got married.
You know what I'm saying?
So are you saying, Pastor, you think that her maybe the lyrics might change if she became somebody's wife?
She can't.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I was just saying when the comparison between DVSN and Megan Thee Stallion, what we was talking about, we were just talking about husbands and wives, and she's not either. That's what I meant.
Like you said from the intro, I thought it was going to be about him spending time with his boys.
That's a P-Valley reference.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
Randy, you watch P-Valley? Because I didn't get it.
Cardi is a wife. No, but I was just saying, spending
Cardi
time
is
with
a wife.
boys.
Cardi is a wife, and she still raps like that and whatever. So yeah, that's a good point.
That's true, but she wasn't when she started. I don't even know who that person is though. I don't know
who Cardi is.
No, the guy. But what I'm saying is, I'm not subscribing to his song about you should understand that I'm gonna cheat on you.
Megan Thee Stallion says that all the time.
So you can go ahead and keep that.
Megan Thee Stallion said a whole dude shot her, but I ain't see the proof yet. Anyway, no question. I know Boss Lady, you've been really busy this week, but you were supposed to make some questions about something. Did you do that?
Can you give me well, clearly the answer is no. But if you give me a hint as to what I was supposed to do, I might.
It's a new disease.
Oh, all right. What do y'all know about monkeypox?
A6.
Yes.
when you got a question for Toya, can you send it to her on Facebook? Like don't put it out there like that, bro.
Right.
No, it's
I know you were busy, but did you do your job?
It was a thing. It was a surprise. We wanted to give out a test.
All right.
Like, could have texted me and been like, "Hey, you got that monkeypox question?"
Nah, man. This is a real show, so we really gonna talk about it.
So from what I heard about it, it's one in Baltimore, right?
Hold up, Pastor said, what did you say?
It's one case in Baltimore, right?
Oh, it's way more than one.
Multiple.
Yeah,
really?
It's multiple cases, but I know that I'm trying my best to not read about it because I don't want to amp myself up. It's bad enough that, like, on my job huddle every morning, I hear about who's checked in and suspect that they have monkeypox.
Oh. I think it was 21.
I got the smallpox vaccine.
Monkeypox is different. Anything with the word monkey in front of it, woo! That John Vicious.
That's Pastor's answer. He's got nothing on it.
He said, I got smallpox.
He said, I know nothing about that monkey and its pox.
Monkey
Hey,
pox.
hey Toya,
Huh? I'm
you ever
sorry.
heard that song? Long as I got King Jesus.
All right, don't be like them people with COVID.
No, I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be like that.
Nah, that joint, I think that joint about to get real.
You,
And
for real?
it don't look like nothing that you really want. I don't know too much about it. It's kind of confusing because they were talking about the community, and I just didn't get the correlation of the community getting it first or something like that. Toya, can you help me out?
Please don't bring me into this.
Yes.
I haven't heard much from like the what is it called, the Center for Infectious Diseases or whatever.
Right.
This shit real, man. Your skin bump up like crazy.
Let me see. Let me
Can anyone tell us how you get monkeypox?
Well, it's a virus, so y'all know that viruses are primarily airborne or contact touching.
But
So
why does the alphabet community get it first?
Bruh, you have got to stop.
I swore that's what it said. Fox 45 told me that this morning.
That's
no.
inappropriate, brother.
Say, why can't you just say why does it seem to be prevalent in the LGBTQ community? Let's
Ain't
not
the same thing I said.
the community or the alphabet. Like that's like somebody being on Fox News and saying, why do the niggers get it? Just say.
I didn't look at it like that, bro. Okay.
It's sexist.
Is it really?
However, from what I read, that is where most of the cases are.
So I need to know, how do I not catch monkeypox? Because kids
Wash
have
your
it too.
hands. Wash your hands.
Let me see. I was trying to find because I had a nurse give her answer on it, but hold on.
This shit real. I think it's about to be the new wave, and I don't think the government closing down this time.
Well, no, on a serious note, 6, they said use universal precautions, and that is broad.
What does that mean?
Wash your hands. Don't touch a open wound. Like common sense things that we seem to still have to teach people every year. But okay, so one person, this is a nurse, she said Maryland has 30% of the known cases in the U.S. There are currently 7 cases in local Baltimore hospitals. They kept asking her how she know. I wish she would have just said she's a nurse, but hold on. The correct answer, somebody gave a wild answer. She said the correct answer is avoid skin-to-skin contact. Don't eat or drink behind people. Don't use linen behind people. That's why hotels always make me uncomfortable. Always wash your
Hotels always change the seats. Wash and change the seats.
I guess
That's what they say.
I guess that's why I go to hotels, because there's a difference when it's a lot. You lose a lot when that H becomes an M. I don't trust it at all. I'm sorry.
Meet you at the Super 8.
The only time I need my hotel doors to open to outside is if I'm on a resort. But those type of places, they say they changed the sheets, but I don't know.
When last time you went to a motel?
We went to a family reunion. I want to say, when did COVID started in 20? We shut down in 2020. So I'm going to say 2019. We went to a family reunion, and I just booked the hotel that they told me that we were staying at, and it was not a hotel. It was a hotel, and I pulled up, and I was like, do I say I don't want to stay here? But we were in such a small town. I was like, I don't even know where I can go.
So you stayed?
I stayed. I was mad.
What about you, Miss Sharp Lady?
I haven't been in a motel probably since I was teenager. And that was because the same thing how Toya was speaking. Where my dad is from, that's all that's there. It's nothing but motels. There is not a hotel because it's so small.
What about you, Pastor?
Motels tend to smell like cigarette smoke on the inside.
I'm telling you lose a lot
Yeah.
of amenities when that H turns into an M. I can't do it.
So, one of my friends was one of my friends. I ain't gonna put their name out, but they was about to smash something. This was a long time ago, right? And this mug got one of those motels off Route 1. And I was just driving at the time. So I came through there and the motel had mirrors on the ceiling. I was like, this thing is disgusting.
That place probably charged by the hour.
Probably. And I know he did it too.
For me.
So if a man brought you to a place that had mirrors on the ceiling, that's a automatic no-go.
I also want to know why you're taking me to a hotel.
So if you went to somebody's house,
if we're not going away, there's no need for me to go to a hotel.
What if it had one of those big cup tubs?
I have never been to one of those. But
Those are motels,
does
I swear.
the Poconos still have them?
I don't know, but I swear those gotta be motels.
I think I've only seen it at like the Poconos.
Would you get in it?
And I've never been. No, I don't like jacuzzis at all. So,
Kathy, would you get in it? Don't front.
I would get in a jacuzzi, but not in a cup. I don't think I would feel comfortable with the cup. But I've been to a bed and breakfast, and a lot of bed and breakfasts that have jacuzzi tubs in the rooms. You can't do a bed and breakfast.
Jacuzzi tub?
Yeah, with the cup looking junk.
The cup?
The cup?
You never seen it?
I swear I've only seen it at like
the Poconos.
Yeah, I've never seen it anywhere else.
I've never seen
the jacuzzi tubs with the jets in it. Those things are dope. I don't know about this cup thing though.
I don't even like those. I remember our last house. We had when we got it had the big jacuzzi tub, and I was so excited to put them jets on and soap, but I also almost died when I tried to clean it because it's such a huge tub. I was like, I'll stick with the shower. I don't want to die for a bath. It's not, no. So it was just there for decoration. So when I redo my bathroom, it will only have a shower. I don't like the tubs. What did Randy say? They had a jacuzzi tub in the hotel room. I was in the National Harbor, but that cup is in the Poconos. Everybody know what to be in the Poconos. I was like, we went to Deep Creek last year, and they had a jacuzzi, and I was like, y'all go in. Also, on the days I did some things in it. I just, there's a reason I won't get in them.
Everybody was taking shots in there.
I don't know how well these things are cleaned. I don't want. Like, do they put chlorine in jacuzzis?
No, it's just water out the tub.
I need to make sure that the semen has been cleaned out of it, and I don't know.
All sorts of babies floating around them junks.
Yeah, that's disgusting. No, I can't do it. You getting in the cup? You climbing up that ladder to get in the cup, sir?
I don't know if my weight requirements allow me to get in the cup. I don't want to overfill the cup or tip over.
Wow.
To avoid the water spilling out, you just don't fill it as high.
But I only got to put a little bit in it.
Yeah. I know I'm scared of heights, so even if I did try it, the height thing would get me.
And if that jump broke, ooh, that's a long fall.
Yeah, I ain't trying it.
And then they be trying to charge you.
Speaking of, right, you gonna have to pay that cost. So you're right. I wouldn't get in it for that reason as well, though. I'm fine. I don't.
They're like, did you read the fine print? It said if you break the jacuzzi tub, you will pay $4,500.
Oh, Randy said he used a healthy amount of bleach to clean out the jacuzzi. That's me too, Randy.
But that will only work if it's mine. Like, I still don't care about like an outside place.
Do you know about all the parties that goes on in the jacuzzi?
I just can't do it. It's just like I said, in my heyday, I probably could.
Hey, you know they don't clean like that, so it'd probably be some skeet on the wall. You be like, what the hell is this?
Speaking of inappropriate behavior, I have a question. Speaking of inappropriate things, I feel like we discussed this, but maybe it was for a different reason. We gotta update this if we did. Are y'all still playing R. Kelly?
Yes, R. Kelly is still on my playlist.
I don't have any. I currently don't have any R. Kelly on my playlist.
R. Kelly still is on my playlist, but now I feel bad because I read a meme and it was like bragging about having R. Kelly on your playlist, something.
It's weird.
I'm not bragging about it. We're just saying that it's on your
playlist. People go hard to be like, oh, I still listen to R. Kelly. And if you say you don't, the first question is, you still watch the Cosby Show? Like, you still listen to Michael Jackson? Like,
wait a minute, Michael Jackson. Was Michael Jackson a good thing? Because a lot of parents came back and said they was lying. I don't like that comparison because I'm not even sure Michael Jackson was
as well. I really don't like the comparison to Bill Cosby either.
Why?
Because
he was guilty and went to jail.
Huh?
He was guilty and he went to jail. I mean, I don't really believe that he's guilty, but
I don't like the comparison because not saying that Bill Cosby is right or I support what he did. I did say, I think the last show we did, I have feelings about.
I think we got passed on a repeat. You're not in the military right now, bro. You can slow down.
sauce, bro.
He had it on repeat. It was like, child, you don't have child hours anymore. It's okay.
So Randy just made a valid point. Randy said MJ was never found guilty. So
Pastor
wait. I think MJ was taking out the conversation. They talking about Bill Cosby and R. Kelly.
Right, but I was saying that the difference between, you know, if you think about all three of them, I guess the reason why people may feel like they can throw shade is because of that fact. I don't know, because some of them could be MJ fans or whatever, but R. Kelly, like, you know, we did talk about this, and Six, I think you made this comment where you said that, you know, if you take his behavior away, he's a master songwriter.
He is. Agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
so
I don't disagree. I think we all love the music. My thing was, and I'm probably a little I did not want to continue to add to his revenue. That is my biggest thing because that is a part of. Huh?
You got his daughter kicked out of school?
I'm sure that wife got money. She brag about all the interviews she doing. She can afford to send her kids to school. But my thing is, if it was for everybody who uses that for their reasoning, there's somebody who's a great accountant that's sitting in jail. Should he still make money because he scammed a bunch of people out of their money or defrauded a bunch of people? People use that defense as he's a great artist because they still want to listen to the music. But if it was just a regular person, you wouldn't care. And that's the honest to God truth. Nobody would sit there and have this argument for Joe Schmo who raped 3 kids down the street. You don't care about how great his talent is. If it was a pastor, y'all wouldn't be talking about, but he did some great service. Y'all would have that man at the cross himself. So I don't buy into that. The thing about Bill Cosby is I still hold reservation because I always say, and I wasn't there, but I feel like it's the same as when I listen to music. I listen to Lil Wayne and with some Rick Ross and all them talk about Molly's and all this stuff, and I'm assuming that's what's really going on at their parties. So if I go to their parties and then take a drink of something that you handed me, and I know you passing out Molly's there, and then say, hey, he raped me, or hey, he drugged me at the drug I took, that's where I question that.
It's a lot of question marks in that Bill Cosby thing.
Also, these are adults, and I'm not saying that one is right over the other, but I'm also talking about children, people underage, young girls. Like, these are women who made up their mind to go and do some of this stuff versus young girls. And it's always they knew what they was doing, they fast, this, that, and the third. But then when somebody that same age shoots somebody and kill them, you want to say, they're a child, they don't know any better. But when it's a young girl, she was dressed provocative and set herself up for it. So that's why I don't buy into that.
I mean, Toya, I agree with you on that certain. And the thing that really kind of annoys me a little bit about the R. Kelly situation and Bill Cosby to a certain degree is that a lot of times, like, you go to particular events, you dress certain ways because you're looking to get that attention, to catch the eye, to get in that end scene. And
I think that's
say that again.
I think that's victim shaming.
That's what?
Victim shaming.
I'm not gonna say it's victim shaming.
If I go somewhere dressed cute, first of all, ain't too many things fitting loose on my body. So
well, wait a minute, hold up. So let me finish
Go ahead. Sorry.
Let me finish my thought. It's a difference between looking cute and going because your intent is to draw attention. And I'm telling you, there are a lot of, I mean, I have people that I know very closely who are groupies, and they deliberately set out to be at certain events, and they will part heaven and earth to be at these events because they want to get in, and they're trying to make marks.
My new song coming out this summer.
I don't debate any of that at all, but when you are under 17, even if that is your goal, that you are an adult. So unless he's going to plead insanity and he's got mental issues to not be able to decipher that you can't do this with children, I don't care how she dressed.
But how many girls lie about their age? Because you get a lot of.
I never heard him say they lied about their age. I don't think anybody in this world can say that he thought Aaliyah was over 18.
Yeah, I agree. I hear what you're saying, Kathy, and I completely hear what you're saying. I think that's the his target was those ages though. It's a little different.
Now, if you meet a girl in a club that's 25 and over, and she in that club and she's 16, I'm not faulting you for that because I'm not asking for ID and you're supposed to be 25 to get in here. But when you hanging out at the high school, they ain't got to lie about their age. Nigga, you saw me come out of that school. There's no excuse for it.
I can feel that.
Who would have willingly given themselves captive to him. He ain't want adults.
No, he did, and that's what I'm saying. It's
like, Kels, I'm 18. Come here.
It's too different, It's you can look at it from a lot of different ways. I'm just saying that some of his victims may have set out to be in his limelight, but they may have got selected, they may have gotten passed down because they were too old, as you said. And then you got your Chester molesters who do set out to, if you older than certain age, you can't be in my play.
That was him. So Trina made the point that I was trying to make. His music funded this activity. Without the money from the music, he wouldn't have been able to get this far. And the same thing goes for Bill Cosby. That's the only point I'm thinking about why I don't. Now, if I still had my CD that my husband got me when we first met, I might still have played it.
What happened to it? Did you crack it up?
I don't know. Like, we've been together for I don't know. We've been together for 8 or 9 or 10 years. So whatever his last album was, I ain't got nobody CD. I got one CD in my car, and it's from a local person. So,
all right, real quick. So I got a random question we're gonna start off with Kathy. Being that we don't be around like that, I always wanted to do the TikTok. So I'm gonna ask you a question, Kathy, first. Hold on, let me videotape this.
Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness.
So
Without
Trinidad
my
James,
Now you
listen,
can go back and
listen.
record.
Trinidad James popped the Molly, and now what is he doing?
somewhere high.
Sis.
I know too.
No, I want to go faster.
Oh.
Pastor Trinidad James popped the Molly. Now what is he doing?
Sweating.
That is it. Winner.
Now what? You don't
You know
have
how
more?
everybody.
That's it?
What'd you say?
That's it? We all don't get one?
Nah, because I only knew one. But you know how everybody be like walking to the office and they be like, "What was Usher doing at 6 o'clock?"
Well, I don't know what he was doing at 6 o'clock, but I know what he was doing at 7.
My bad. It's okay.
No. I got one. This one made me so mad when I saw it.
Wait a minute. Hey, boss.
Yeah.
6 o'clock, he was drinking Harold Palmer, and then 7 o'clock, he was in a drop top.
He was in the drop top. If Nas ruled the world, what kind of car would he have? Kathy?
A Benz.
Pastor. Pastor. I know you know. Don't look at Pastor.
Affinity.
What kind?
What kind?
A Q45.
Okay.
Yep.
There was a video. I swear to God, these people had to be acting.
His Corvette.
What is wrong with Randy?
He going in for all the
Listen, if a slot opened up, we're gonna have to get. Well, no, I said Randy was gonna have to get hired as a moderator for our group, but really, the Corvette. But yes, that video, every single person, and I want to say it was like 6, maybe more people, could not guess that. They kept saying Bentley. I was like, oh my God, y'all are like really killing me.
You gotta get the right people though.
They were all black.
I said the right people.
I feel like if I get black people, they should know. I feel like that is then Trinidad, whatever.
So what was Kathy? What was Megan Thee Stallion doing?
Why am I over her?
Wait a minute. Stop. Take me off your playlist. Pastor, answer the question.
What happened? Go ahead.
What was Megan Thee
Keep
Stallion
putting me
doing
on
with
his
her hands on the knees?
That was the easy one.
Ask Toya that.
Molly put it in the chat earlier. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shit.
Okay. It's fun to just think about those things.
It was in the comments today.
You know I'm not a Megan Thee Stallion fan.
But you gotta know that.
Hands on my knees, shaking.
The only thing I know about Megan Thee Stallion is
That's it. Give him a churchy one. Let me see. What does Donnie McClurkin ask God to speak to? Kathy. I know
speak to my heart.
Look at you. There we go, girl. There we go.
Yeah.
You better
praise him.
You better praise God.
What did Kanye West say about Jesus?
Oh my God, I know this song. Jesus walks.
Yes.
Randy said, I'm back from vacation and checked out of the office. LOL. I don't want to be here anymore. They paying me to watch the show. You at work watching us?
Oh, I'll be back.
I feel like I'm Kevin on stage or that chick Angel since you at work watching.
You got any Harold Palmer in the fridge?
Y'all bet. Oh, you don't drink. I was about to say. I got a margarita.
That's what that is?
Boop, boop. Yes, this is the 1800 margarita that I gave everybody last week.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
This is the last of it.
Oh, I had a Pepsi last week.
I'm sorry, y'all. Pastor had a Pepsi. He was not drinking. I don't know if the other two people drunk.
Donnie hasn't had an album since 1996.
That might be true.
Donnie McClurkin Project.
What was from London?
I think that was before then. The McClurkin Project was the last one. Go look it up. I don't know. But I still have it.
I'm applauding you
still
right
have
now because
I still had both of them.
I can't put the songs with the albums. I know the
Listen,
songs.
let me tell y'all that live from London.
Yeah,
Play it like it dropped yesterday.
that was it. That was the one. That was the one.
Let me,
That one had "Great Is Your Mercy" on there, right?
Yes.
Let me see. That was. How did they not have a year on here?
Just say what's Donnie McClurkin's last album.
Okay. Hey Siri, what's Donnie McClurkin's last album? She said a different song. Or, hey Siri, when was Donnie McClurkin's last album? Okay, she keep repeating the same thing. But I feel like I was out of school when that came out. Or do I really just be bumping that even though it's old? Anyway.
Randy said "Live in London" came out in 2000.
That's what I thought. Okay, I wasn't out of school yet, but I remember a quick story and then we can go on to something else. I love absolutely. It's probably not probably. It was on my 30-day challenge this month. It is my favorite album, and I remember I used to listen to it all the time. And Donnie McClurkin came the first apostolic on Lombard Street, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get there because I want to hear him say I came for deliverance." I get there by myself because nobody would go with me, and I know a bunch of churchy people. But nobody would go. I get there. First thing that comes out of his mouth was, if you came here to see me sing, you're going to be disappointed. I was like, nigga, that is literally what I came here for. I came for, however, not to be too churchy on y'all. That was the first time I got the Holy Ghost and I was slain in spirit. I was all the way in the balcony by myself, made it to the front, and was on the pulpit, stretched out. And I was like, well, I did say I came for deliverance. Look at me. So, yeah. That's the story about Donnie, but yeah. What you got next?
Wait, you saying you had came for deliverance and deliverance you received? Oh my gosh.
Listen, look at God. I was like, because I really was sitting there pouting for a minute. I was like, I came to hear this. I came for deliverance. I need to hear that song.
Look at Randy comment.
Randy said, oh my God, I was at that concert when he said that.
He was there for 2 days, so you might like.
But speaking about coming for deliverance, so speaking about coming for deliverance, as you know, I'm a person that I don't believe in superstition and I don't believe in voodoo. But what do you all think about the situation in DC with the cop and his wife? Do you think that he received his deliverance or his karma from his wife?
I'm gonna need you to give me a couple more words because I don't know what you're talking about.
Elaborate on the story a little more.
Six, you put it in there.
Oh, I know the story. I know my part of the story, but I think Pastor knows a little bit more because he did.
Wait, what's that, DC? I thought you said it was Owens Mills.
No, it happened in DC, but they live in Owens Mills and they church, not their church, but they daycare is in Owens Mills.
Yes,
and they because the daycare is around the corner.
Yeah, and they were in the Mandolin. Was it the Mandolin hotel in DC?
Yes.
Which still kind of puzzles me because I'm wondering, was that like, was this all like getting him here, or were they there celebrating something? And the way I'm understanding it, she got the news while she was there, so I'm assuming they were on there for another reason, and it just so happened to happen in this location.
Why does she have a gun?
Well, it said that she's pretty much licensed to carry.
I was about to say, as a business owner, a lot of times, because dealing with cash, they because we talked about that because I want to open a daycare, and I was talking to my big brother about would I be approved for a carry permit.
Go ahead, back in the room.
Because
Yes.
work with children.
Well, you know the laws changed, so you know pretty much now is nowhere. But all I'm gonna say to this is that when they put the sign, seal, and deliver in about 12 days, I'm gonna have mines all the time.
Maybe we should explain the story a little bit.
I was about to say, because for those who I barely know the story, and I feel like y'all speaking gibberish.
Okay, so 6, you want to start and I pick up or what?
I'll start, but I don't know much about it. But long story short, there was a daycare owner, and for some reason, her and her husband ended up in a DC hotel. In this DC hotel, she ended up shooting him in the head and the leg. She said that he had got word that her husband of 5 years was molesting the children at her daycare. So she plotted revenge on him. And that's all that I know.
So
And that's pretty.
The husband is a retired Baltimore City cop. He's also used to be he's a Marine, not used to be. Once a Marine, always a Marine. He's a Marine as well. So those are a couple add-ons to that story. I don't know how it's going to play out in court. I mean, everybody says because what the terrible thing he did to these kids that they feel like the lady should be exonerated from all the charges and everything like that. I'm gonna have to agree. I don't want the lady to do no real time or anything like that. Being that what he did, I just don't know based off of how the story was told. How it's not like she walked in on him doing the stuff or whatever. I don't know how it's gonna play out with like she finds out that he did such and such and they're in the hotel together and she just shoot him. I don't know how it's gonna play out.
Well, one of the things that the other piece that I saw was that it was already suspicion. Like there had been previous reports, and you know how she was just like, no, not my husband. And then they haven't said it, but it's kind of leaning towards that this information she received in the house and when she was in this hotel, that it kind of sealed the deal. So when you think about things like that, I'm thinking that maybe, there was some evidence or something that was real concrete enough that made her just go all the way left with it. And the way he was, having contact with the kids was the fact that he was the driver for the daycare.
I heard they about to get him. I heard that they actually going to charge him with the molestation stuff.
He's already been charged. He's already in custody.
Oh well.
So I agree. Free her. I agree.
And push T.
He's sick. I agree with all of that. I'm just saying in court when it comes back and they play it out or whatever.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. 6. It's like what I'm saying. Are they like
is it
temporary insanity? Like what are they trying to say? Like what's her justification?
The problem is a lot of times when we say what people should be charged with, what people should be acquitted for, it's based off of emotions. Now, if you know me, I say, if you touch my child, I'm going to smile in my mugshot because I promise I put everything on it. I don't mind going to jail or hell for taking somebody's life for messing with my baby. Now, why I say I will smile in my mugshot is because anything that you do that is not in the midst of that act is considered premeditated. They don't care if you right or not. There's a woman in jail for killing someone who was raping her. This man was raping her. There's proof to it, but she was put in jail, and she might be out now. I'm not sure, or I don't know if the case is still being discussed because she's still in jail. But she killed somebody who was raping her, over and over again, and they locked her up for that. That is how our justice system is set up. So I get that. I totally agree. Free her, free Edna too. But the way our system is set up, it's not as easy. Just like not to go back to, but with the squeegee boy and the man that he killed, everybody was like, it's self defense. That's not gonna hold up. It wasn't self defense.
At the beginning, at the start, he's gonna get charged with possession because he had a gun on him. At the start. Let's start there before you do anything else.
You can't even negate. You can't deny that. Like you gotta eat that 5.
Facts. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not saying the guy wasn't wrong that pulled over his car.
That one, regardless.
Because the guy was wrong for pulling over his car. He must not be from Baltimore.
So I got a real quick question. Speaking of that,
Lil Eddie got a joke, y'all.
Nah, it ain't a joke.
It's from nobody watches Eddie Murphy Raw. Go ahead.
Nah, that's so. Would you rather live in a world where there is no bills, or what's the other part? No crime.
I still haven't come up with an answer. I think no crime.
Warren Brown. I know about Warren Brown.
Yeah, no crime. I'll go ahead and pay my bills for the peace of mind to go places, because it ain't no fun having. I personally, I was just talking to my sister. I ain't going to Fells Point. I don't feel comfortable hanging out down there. I want to go, but I ain't going. It's and the thing is, people make it. It's not just Fells Point. Like it's everywhere. I don't feel safe anywhere. So I would rather I go ahead and pay my bills so that I can feel safe.
What about you,
You
Pastor?
said no crime.
No crime.
Katie.
What about you, Miss Sharp Lady?
No crime as well.
I think the consensus would probably be no crime. If we didn't have no bills, then everybody be on the same level, and I wouldn't be so high on the scale. Psych. No, I'm just joking. But pray for me. I know.
The question is, if we had no bills, would that make the crime rate go down?
No, because somebody's smart. He'll figure out a crime. It's easy.
Because the thing is, most crime, well, there is still other crimes like molestation and domestic violence and things like that. But most of the crimes that I fear, like going outside, most of it is people do things because they don't have money. But like I said, those other crimes have nothing to do with financial state.
It feels good.
Does it?
Just joking. I ain't never been in that position.
But yeah, but as you know, just as Toya was saying, it's all about our justice system, because what they're going to probably hit this lady with is the fact that, she won't get the gun charge because she was licensed. But if in any way it leans towards the fact that it was a setup and he was drawn in, it was premeditated, she's going to get something surrounding premeditation, or conspiracy to commit a crime, and that is a heavy sentence.
I was supposed to say, like, does she get charged, even though she didn't know about it? Does she get charged with the a part of the molestation because it's her business? If it's still open, they might want to call to and fro since their transportation is out. But I
don't know if anybody's still going to go
my
there.
child to that daycare, or like that. I am glad that my child is home right now, because that right there has me like, oh my gosh, I don't want to send my child to school now.
Well, if they can prove that, what they're saying, that she had that suspicion, then yeah, they may try to get her with that.
That's premeditated.
That's premeditated, and they would, charge her as an accessory to the fact, because she had the rumor, she knew about it, and she didn't say anything.
The news kept saying that she plotted for revenge, and they kept saying that.
That's why I just said, I'm telling y'all now, I'm going to go in with a smile, because definitely, I'm telling y'all something, somebody hurt my baby. I tried to take somebody out at work one day for saying something smart about her. They compared her to a monkey or something, and my boss luckily heard the conversation and saw me coming, because I was about to take that nigga life that day over a comment. Just imagine physically hurting. If I found out that I'd have killed her too, if I found out that her husband touched my child,
These are the words of the story.
she ought to be hiding somewhere because I'm taking both of y'all.
Well, I don't usually plug this, but the lady got a GoFundMe. And I think if people really care about the situation, maybe somebody should drop some money for lawyer fees.
So what's our GoFundMe?
I don't know. I don't be on there. You gotta look it up. Or you can just cash out V.6.
Not.
No, he
but
didn't. No, he
not.
didn't.
But like Hutch just said, for some people, like you said, they don't care because when they go to set out to do a crime, their mindset is they're gonna walk in with a smile. They're gonna they're gonna be smiling in their mugshot.
I am telling you, I will gladly go in there and be like,
"Hey, boss,
watch this. Watch this.
Watch this. Hey, boss.
Yes.
Did you see the article on Facebook where it says Griner appears in court as U.S. seeks prisoner exchange?
I was gonna say, who the hell is Griner? You don't be talking about.
Just say if LeBron James was in court.
Now is it coming back to you?
I did not see it. I figured it out while he was talking, but I just wanted to be honest in the fact that I was like, what the heck is he talking about? Go ahead, repeat that. What's going on? She's in court now?
Yeah, she's in court as the U.S. seeks a prisoner exchange. They're trying to make an exchange.
Lord, don't take your weed out the country. Buy it when you get there. That's all I can say. Speaking of LeBron James, or not so much, I have a question. Would y'all pay $1,000 for any celebrity to take a picture with them?
No, they probably shouldn't take. They probably would give it back.
No.
Well, Chris Brown was charging $1,000 to take a picture with him. Now, here's what I will say. Chris Brown was given everything that he could give for somebody paying $1,000. It was not a law and walk off. He was given full baby daddy or in jail pictures with these people. Like he was holding one girl with her legs around his waist. Like when you walked away, you looked like you and Chris Brown hang out. Like you got his cell phone number.
Yeah, but I mean, racy pictures like that with your average person could get them in trouble. That's all they need to say is, while we was there, they slipped me a pill.
Well, I'm sure it was probably enough security to not do that. I wouldn't do it, but that's because I don't have $1,000 to spend on a picture with somebody. But I feel like once I get to an income level where I can, and when I say afford it, I mean like, to me, if I go buy a case of soda right now, 3 for $11, I'm not hurting losing that $11. So I mean, I can put up that $1,000, and I'm like, whatever, that ain't nothing. I feel like when I get to that point in my bank account, I should be able to find somebody who can connect me with the person. I feel like I know somebody that can point me to Diddy, and we take a picture that's not $1,000.
When I get to that
are
point,
you saying that you're gonna pay that $1,000 for Diddy?
No, I'm saying I feel like when I can afford to do it, I will probably have better connects that can be like, yo, come see this girl because she driving me crazy about you.
All you gotta do is know what are the city girls.
I don't know.
Young Miami.
I don't know how much luck I'm gonna have with her.
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all both like dance to the same song.
I probably got better luck asking Mace to get me a picture.
Yeah. Did you see that thing with P Diddy's mother?
What was it?
I guess he was shouting out people from Bad Boy, and then she told Mace not to mess with Diddy no more.
Janice don't play about her baby.
Nah, she don't.
She don't play about him. But so I was listening to somebody else talk about it. If you had the money, would you pay $1,000 to, like, what's your favorite artist?
I wouldn't pay $1,000 for my favorite
Would
artist.
you pay to see?
I feel like I'm almost on a
Obama
level
shout?
that we can have a conversation. As soon as that number at the top gets to 1,000, I might be able to call him.
Like what about Barack Obama or the Carters?
I would not pay Barack Obama, and I would not pay the Carters. I'm not.
You
It's not
pay
gonna
to
tell
see
you.
Jay-Z?
No, I'm not even the biggest Jay-Z fan.
No, I don't care for neither one of them either. So I wouldn't pay $1,000 to see them, or take a picture with them.
I ain't gonna lie. If I had the money, he still gotta be alive because I don't do ghosts. I wouldn't pay for Diddy because I feel like God has it in His plan that I'm gonna meet Diddy before I leave this earth, so I'm not stressed about that. I would pay to see Tupac. Take my picture with him. Yeah.
The funny part about it is, I would more likely give $1,000 to somebody who is Instagram famous than somebody who's like famous on the world. So, like, if they
So you want me
gave
to
me
tell
like,
Jess that you got 1,000 for her?
who? Nah, not Jess.
Don't
Now,
that.
if I got if they gave me a year to work out, and Tammy's still out there, and she ain't messing with Waka, and
That's
somebody
what you
plug
pay for?
me in, I might let that $1,000 slide and call it an investment.
So Tammy, but not Barack and Michelle.
Tammy or Dream Doll.
Not Jay-Z. Dream Doll, but not Jay-Z and
But
Mr.
Dream
Carter.
Doll just used my $1,000.
Facts. Good point, Randy.
Okay, so Randy, yeah, good.
So I know where you're going with that, Randy, but I feel like there is a difference in the concert and a picture. Now the picture do last longer, but I take selfies with people real quick for free.
But what about for promotion? See, a selfie will get you some promotion.
I mean, that's true because I got one with what's that girl name? What's Snoop?
And they got you some likes.
Oh, from The Wire?
Yeah.
From The Wire.
Oh, let me tell some people I haven't
Yeah,
met.
Shayna got a picture with her too.
Yep. We all got a picture with her. And she was supposed to be on the show, but I ain't gonna talk about it.
I swear, sometimes I hate y'all. So Pastor, is nobody you would pay for?
No.
TD Jakes.
I feel like I can meet TD Jakes. I feel like I can come across him and say, "Can I take a picture with you?"
I know this
I
is
pay
totally different.
I pay $1,000 to go to a Kirk Franklin and the Family and God's Property and all the other groups concert, but not for a picture.
So here's the thing: I would probably only pay $1,000 for a concert ticket to see one person,
Biggie and Tupac.
and I feel like, again, I'm gonna meet him, so I feel like I don't have to pay that. But Diddy do another reunion concert, I'm gonna be like, all right, let me get this.
Diddy, me and Shayna.
I mean, broke me will find the $1,000.
Me and Shayna definitely want to go to a reunion concert with Bad Boy.
You want to do a Cash Money concert?
No. What did you say, Pastor?
I said me and Shayna would definitely we definitely want to go to a Bad Boy reunion concert.
You ain't go to the last one?
We didn't.
Oh, I was in there. It was one of my 30-day challenge posts. That was the best date I ever had.
So you was up in the room when it was like, "Bad Boy, come out and play."
I posted a video the last time when Mace dropped his diss track. I was like, but you was on that stage.
Facts.
I was like, so you might want to chill talking about my boy. Let's not go there. But
he did write a lot of their songs though.
When my husband he wasn't my husband at the time, but he bought the tickets to take me to see Bad Boy. I thought that was his proposal. I said, "Fuck a ring, yes, I do, yes."
Well, Mace did write a lot of their songs though, Toya.
Well,
so do y'all think it's outrageous to pay $1,000 for a concert ticket?
No, I don't.
No,
because concerts. That's why I wouldn't do it.
Because even I don't know if y'all look, but I want to go to the Hello Gorgeous tour, and for a good seat, they're running like $789.
Who's Hello Gorgeous?
Mary J, LMA, and Queen Naja.
Yeah,
Those tickets $789.
I don't understand why you be paying that price. I go to concerts on the regular and big concerts, and I went to the Bad Boy concert, and I be on the floor, and them Jones be.
Did you sit like the first row on the floor?
Nah, I don't want to see the
Like the
first
pit
row.
part, like when Beyonce played the stadiums, it's like the part where she reach out and touch your hand. Those are the tickets that cost like $1,000.
Because I was about to say, and plus, I don't like being looking like that the whole time. It's gonna be crazy. But
how much are Usher tickets?
I haven't looked them up, but like you said, it all depends on what you want to see because, like y'all know, I'm a diehard New Edition fan, so I had to be on the floor. I wanted to touch their feet, but it was people in the nosebleed section.
I want to touch their feet.
Yeah, that's how close I wanted to be to the stage.
When y'all buy y'all tickets, do y'all think about it strategically?
Yeah, I know. I signed up with black promoters.
But I'm talking about like picking your seats.
Oh yeah, I put a lot of work into looking at the seat.
I like to sit on the at the end of the rows because I can't stand being in the middle of the row and then you gotta get up and then somebody spelling their stuff. I can't stand that.
But on the end of the row, it's kind of just as worse because you got people coming in and out.
You can move out of the row.
I don't know. That kind of got. I'm gonna tell you, my last experience that was very annoying to me. I had I was on the end of the row and we were sitting next to. I'm assuming it was like the whole family because they took up, other than the 4 seats we had, they took up the rest of the row, and they were in and out the whole concert.
You should have pointed them to go the other way. You rather be close to your family. Don't come down this way.
I actually did. Actually, it's so funny because I hate to say this, but it got to the point where I did have to get one of the security people because one of the family members kept standing in front of me.
I'm not strategic about picking my seat because I have never purchased tickets to a concert. I like even the Bad Boy concert. I was like, we don't have to go. That's how much I don't like concerts. I can't believe I said that because it was the best day of my life. And I've gotten married and I've had a child. It's still it's number 2. I'm gonna say it's number 2, but anyway, and I also, my husband knows that if Drew Hill is performing somewhere, go ahead and take me. Because I will be there on August the 6th, as if I just didn't see these people doing the CIAA. But I'm going to be there again on August the 6th to see Drew Hill.
Did you see
how
Drew
many
Hill
steps away were they?
Wait, both of y'all was talking.
Go ahead, Pastor.
Did you see Drew Hill when it was down at the soundstage?
Probably not because I don't know what the soundstage is.
It's in Baltimore.
It's downtown Baltimore. But me and Shayna, that's where we saw Drew Hill.
Okay, I went to go see them in Pennsylvania one time. I think Monica and Joe were the headliners, but Drew Hill was there, or Cisco Nokio and some other people were there.
Woody wasn't there, right?
Huh?
Woody wasn't there, right?
No. Cisco said we don't talk about Woody.
Got it.
So
He did say that.
How many steps away were Drew Hill?
Kathy?
You funny. 12 steps.
He's 6'6". Watch it, okay?
Why?
This Drew Hill we talking about. It's a Baltimore thing. You wouldn't understand.
Was you joking, Kathy?
No, what? 12 steps?
Yeah.
No, I was serious.
Because I'm gonna go ahead and log off then.
Well, see, I mean, maybe because you know what?
We're not gonna bypass the fact that you said 12. I think you're mixing up R. Kelly. 12.
No, I said 12 steps before. Like, I was a 12. I didn't say the answer was 12. That was I know the answer. That's my story. My answer is 12 because I'm not a Drew Hill fan. No, I used to actually bypass the fudgery when I seen him out there because I'm just not,
Kathy thinking about rehab.
Kathy.
What I was gonna say about that trip in Pennsylvania was this was my first time seeing Drew Hill. Cisco said, I don't remember the words. Y'all go ahead and sing it.
Oh wow.
I've been to see them 3 times since. This man said he didn't know the words.
Well,
And
speaking
when I
of Drew
can,
Hill,
I'm like, hey, buy those tickets, babe.
well, speaking of Drew Hill, if you haven't seen yet, P Valley did give a shout out to a Drew Hill member this week.
Yes,
Have
they
y'all seen
did.
Oh,
Cisco.
it?
yeah.
So, being that
I
we got
love when Baltimore is recognized. Last week, they had my boy VIP Gutter song playing. This week,
oh,
they had Drew Hill. Was it Drew Hill or was it Cisco? Was it the
it
thong
was
song?
just Cisco.
It was
Thong song.
Cisco. Lil Murder was trying to give us Cisco.
Let's get the elephant out the room to start the P Valley conversation. I don't know if you guys seen it, but there was a meme going out this week where it had what's the little Nas X, right? And he had the baby bump, and they had Lil Murder's face on it. I didn't know why they did that at first, but now I know, and I was like, that dude is pregnant.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did come with some story that what in the hell would tell the producers or the writers of the show to say something like, I want to feel you inside of me.
Get her, Toya. Get her.
Okay, so
get her.
Does that sound like something that they wouldn't say, that a couple wouldn't say?
Yeah, I guess okay, so I'm being sexist, Toya.
And that's my problem with everybody that got comment. That is my problem right there.
Get her. Pastor, did you see the
Nobody was mad.
I haven't seen it yet.
When Mercedes' wife went all the way in so hard that this man kicked her out and told her she wasn't getting her $40,000.
Nope.
Nobody had a problem. Not one. Only person mad is me because I don't like to watch people have sex on TV unless it's porn. But Lil Murder has sex, and why would he say that? Oh my God!
Say Little Murder has sex?
Did you see how they was touching each other? No, but I saw how Mercedes, that Coach wife, sat there and made Mercedes come.
Whoa!
And so did the coach.
Look here, I'm not gonna say Little Murder had sex because Little Murder didn't have sex. He got sexualized.
Sexualized?
I don't know the word, but I mean, Uncle
Sodomized? Is that what you was going for?
Maybe, but I know Uncle, whatever his name,
Uncle Clifford,
business, and I was like, this is disgusting.
Well, one they tried to to me they tried to really make it realistic, as if excuse me again, Toya, man and woman, because most of the scenes when it's 2 men, it is usually they go hard, the butt scene, and when him and Big T, that it was the butt scene, but this time Uncle Clifford was on top, and Lil Murder totally took the submissive role. He had no choice. Uncle Clifford gave him the business, like you said.
Well, if somebody say, I want you to fill me up, then you gotta be
disgusting.
If I say fill me up, then yeah, I am lazy. I'm on my back being lazy.
But if your mama goes to the hospital, is that gonna be what you do that night?
How do I say this without
somebody?
Has anyone on here had anal in the missionary position? Y'all want to answer that?
Do we know?
I haven't, but I know that it's very common, and I think that's the point she was getting to.
What happens?
Like it's not a phenomenon. Like it's not a new thing. I think that's the point that D is making. But what was the question before that? I didn't got thrown. I've got. Oh, is that what you do when your mama went to the hospital? I've had sex when people died, so.
Pastor, please give it to her.
Give her what?
That doesn't sound.
A prayer.
That doesn't sound kosher. Pastor, give it to no. Watch, mind your words, sir.
So Randy said the butt scene is sending me to the floor.
Doing the butt.
Oh, Lord. Nah, I think there was a couple weird, different things that happened in the episode, and it's kind of getting borderline. Like I don't like when stuff seems like fake, so I don't like the fact with the light skinned dude and the ghost thing and all that. I don't like that, but I think with her walking to the water and all that, that was a little bit off the hook. But I think it was dope though with Mercedes and her daughter, but
because they bonded over getting an abortion. That's the dope part, though.
I mean, but she had to stand tall and realize she had to be a mother. Now, I don't think Mercedes looks that bad. I mean, looks that good like that. She's okay.
You don't think she's pretty?
She's okay.
I think her role is going to change a little bit now.
What you mean?
I'm gonna see her moving so much. I really think that this some kind of way she's going to open a gym.
A gym?
Well, I mean, I would hope she is, just not with that 40,000 from Coke.
No, I think that some kind of way
gym.
She's she calls it a gym, so I'm going to call it what she calls it. But I really think
gym, but gymnastics.
Yeah, I really think there's some kind of way that she is going to retrieve the money from her mother, and she's going to. I don't know, because it's like, I only say that because they keep showing these scenes of her, thinking about all of the bad things that happened to her and how she can rewrite the story and stop the cycle.
I think she's trying to be a better mother. But I guess it was hard because, like, when the mother started beating her up in the restaurant, I was like, well, damn.
Right.
Well, they had a whole fight when she stole the money, and they both were in jail.
I was like, y'all a lot of abuse victims on this show.
It is.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see the episode where her and the mom was fighting, and that's how they got in jail, when her and Patrice was fighting, and she pulled her she pulled the mother's hair out and everything.
I saw that was last season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of weird sex, so it was this story or whatever. Hulk Hogan, the racist wrestler. I guess I don't know what happened to him because I don't follow him, but I guess he lost his money, lost his wife, lost his kids. I don't know, lost his mind. So he's staying with his best friend. Hey, Jada. And the best friend is like, you know what? My best friend is down. He's having a hard time. He's depressed. Calls up his wife, says, hey, put on something sexy and go ahead and give my man some to pick him up. Is that the type of best friend you are?
No.
I
couldn't even look. If I did that, I couldn't even look my best friend in the face.
He was better off just getting him a prostitute.
Right. Like, why do you offer your work? So the dilemma is somebody that works for him leaked the tape. So he's like, he was like, if it wasn't for my employee who leaked this tape, only 3 people would know. And my ex-wife, I wouldn't be divorced, and my ex-wife wouldn't be considered a whore, and Hulk Hogan wouldn't be $1 million richer. So I guess he got paid from the tape or something. I don't know how that worked out. But
why was it even taped?
Come here, brother.
He got surveillance all over his house.
That shit's stupid.
Now, I don't have I do have a camera inside of my house. It's not in my bedroom. I'm pointing it at my bed though.
Did you know that that the security companies won't even do that? They said it's against the law. they cannot install a camera in your bedroom, but they can give it to you. And if you want to install it,
I was going to say the
Did you
camera
try
that
it?
I can move because I move it to wherever Mimi is often. But I know people who got cameras in their bedrooms. But my issue is not the camera. My issue is what made you say I gotta help my best friend out? Like Jay don't here. Jay ain't never been that depressed where I'm like, hey mom, go
break
help her
off.
out with some dick. Like, no, there is no. And if my husband offered me up to one of his best friends, the divorce ain't coming after the tape get leaked. The divorce is coming because you thought to offer me up.
The
Like
sad part is she did it.
What you got?
The sad part is she did it.
Exactly. And
No.
She probably wanted to do it anyway.
The videotape sold. That means they put on a good performance.
Mm-hmm.
So that means she was like, huh, Hulk, but honey, yes, I'll go ahead and take care of him. Don't worry about that. Like,
So,
that's a weird friendship.
would you watch the tape?
White people shit.
Would you watch the tape?
No, it's not the kind of porn I'm into, no.
I know, but it's just because of celebrities.
Mm-mm.
Oh, so were you interested in the Kim K tape?
No.
Have you seen it?
And I feel like I was probably too young to watch that tape.
I'm sure you and Kim K are the same age.
Oh, Randy said.
First of all, I'm sure we're not. Let's not go there.
She might be younger.
Those bitches are in their 40s.
This is how you refer to other women?
I'm going to need you to put some respect on my name.
Randy said the TMZ leaked the tape, but who gave the tape to TMZ? So it had to be
Hulk Hogan.
He said the employee did it. Someone on his staff leaked it.
But how did Hulk Hogan get paid?
That's what I don't get. Like, how did your staff leak it, but he got paid? That was the confusing part. I was just stuck on how do you offer your wife up? Pastor, you offering up Shayna?
You already know the answer to that.
No.
Randy said Hulk Hogan sued. That's how he got the $1,000.
He sued the friend. This is a horrible friendship. Like,
it was a come up. It was.
Maybe he sued TMZ. Maybe that's who he sued. Because I am confused as to you couldn't have sued the friend saying you get your wife to sleep with, and now I'm gonna take her coochie and your money. You can't do both. That's just trifling.
Coochie and the money. That should have been the title of the show.
So we can get
I guess since we only have like 15 minutes, maybe we should talk about the title of the show.
What is the title?
Save one, the baby or your spouse.
Oh, you want to explain it?
I'll let Kathy explain it.
So, the question was posed that if your significant other was pregnant and there was some type of medical emergency or risk factors in which you had to make a choice, what would your choice be? Your significant other or the baby?
Significant other.
6.
Well, we had this topic a long time ago, and I was of the ilk of you save the baby because the baby needs to be the future and blah, blah, blah. But everybody else on the show said they came up with this phrase called FTB, and that means fuck that baby. And that's what they said for a long ass time. Fuck that baby. So I guess maybe I'm going with that one today, but that's not really where my heart's at. I would save the baby.
Tamika, don't get pregnant. Kathy, did you give an answer?
No. And
Facebook user, come get your friend. I'm sorry.
Marlon texted me and said he'd save the baby.
Go ahead, Kathy.
For me, and and I'm sharing this, and and it's personal, but I'm sharing it. I would save the baby because I was a person that had a miscarriage, and it really broke my spirit. I feel like with if I was the man, and was the wife, I feel like to a certain degree, the motherly side may would have come out if the person could spoke and say, no, raise our child, I'll be okay. But I could be 100% wrong, but I'm going with
We
save
have
the
some
baby.
adults on the show now. Toya, you care to speak?
Oh, everybody already know.
Say that, baby.
Even if Marlon thought he was going to try and do the switch up, my sister's right there. Like, she can adopt or get pregnant again. Go on, take the kid, take the uterus, take all of it. Make sure my sister come out of this hospital.
Say that, baby.
Look, what Marlon gonna do with Mimi and another child? Mimi ain't even gonna like the baby.
But the other child gonna bring him
really
another
gonna be
woman.
resentful when her mother don't come home.
Say that, baby.
Mimi is going to say, "F that baby."
That baby could have been Barack Obama.
I had it could have, but I also think my husband wants his wife. Like,
I mean, but
he don't really know.
Kid.
I'm the one that bonded with the baby. That's
that baby could have made the.
Like Kathy said, it hurt for her. That's my hurt to deal with. Because I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know people can touch your belly and all that, but when I had Mimi, that was a loss for me because that was me and her. It was me and her. I bonded with her. Nobody else got to bond with her.
Baby
you'll be fine.
That baby might find a cure for monkeypox. You never know.
Might, but all I'm saying is.
So you just kill everybody.
When the doctor say, Mr. White, I need to know who you want me to save. He gonna be like, nigga, you better save my wife.
I'm not sure if that's the valid answer. I
want that exact answer. I don't want. Please save my wife.
You are being a dictator.
I want him to be like, nigga, you better. Why you even ask? Get my wife.
You being a dictator.
Mimi gonna sit there. She gonna be like, Mimi says everybody's name. She repeats everybody's name but mine. She gonna talk that day. She gonna be like, mommy,
baby.
Listen, I babysat last weekend, and Mimi was not impressed. It's like, get that kid out of my house and don't bring him back.
All right, Pastor, can you pray for me, please?
Did she say that?
Going on.
In so many, he walked away. In so many words, Kathy, yes, she is not. Mimi has probably like one baby, in her life, and I think that was because she was around us all the time. She did not particularly care for my niece until my niece was an older child. That's what she was like. That's my girl.
Baby's gonna be around her all the time because it's gonna be Marlon, her, and that baby.
And I want to put that kind of pressure on my husband.
I asked that question to you because I don't know if any of you all heard this saying. Six, you might have not heard it, and I think it's because I think it may be it could be a Baltimore thing, and it's
two in the folk.
No. But they always say that you can't fool kids, monkeys, and dogs. So
I don't think that's
and I asked Toya that because I know that all the kids, if they don't like another kid, they show you in so many ways.
Mimi don't play. She don't like little people.
So you can't fool kids, monkeys, and dogs.
Six about to look up.
Yeah. Well, Pastor, take us to the throne.
To pray and y'all know marry the person.
Take us to the promised land, please, sir.
Take us to the throne, Pastor.
Luke chapter 10, verses 25 to 37. The message says, defining neighbor. Just then a religious scholar stood up with a question to test Jesus. Teacher, what do I need to do to get eternal life? He answered, what is written in God's law, and how do you interpret it? He said that you love the Lord your God with all your passion and your prayer and muscle and intelligence, and that you love your neighbor as well as you do yourself. Good answer, said Jesus. Do it and you'll live. Looking for a loophole, he asked, and just how would you define neighbor? Jesus answered by telling a story. There once was a man traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho On the way, he was attacked by robbers. They took his clothes, beat him, and went off, leaving him half dead. Luckily, a priest was on his way down the same road, but when he saw him, he angled across to the other side. The priest kept going, kept walking. Then a Levite, religious man, showed up. He also avoided the injured man. The Levite also passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan traveling the road came on him. When he saw the man's conditions, his heart went out to him. He gave him first aid, disinfected and bandaged his wounds. Then he lifted him onto his donkey, led him in the inn, and made him comfortable. In the morning, he took out 2 silver coins and gave them to the innkeeper, saying, "Take good care of him. If it costs any more, put it on my bill. I'll pay you on my way back." What do you think? Which of the 3 became a neighbor to the man attacked by the robbers? The one who treated him kindly, the religious scholar responded. And then Jesus said, "Go and do the same." Beloved, we often say we love God, whom we can't see, but do we show it by how we treat the people that we can see? I had a job interview where I told the leadership what kind of worker I was, but if I don't demonstrate what I said in the interview once I get employed, then it's all pointless. Love is what you do. The Good Samaritan in today's text shows us love in action. And as Jesus says to us, we should go and do the same. Amen.
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 Anybody got anything else before we go? I got to hurry up and get to the TV.
Everyone have a wonderful rest of your week. Stay prayed up.
Blessings.
We'll see you next week.
Blessings.
Bye.